Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Happy Thursday. Thanks for joining Get Your Play Online. My name is Amanda and welcome to Sensory Time. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. It's a beautiful day where I'm at. I hope it's a beautiful day where you are. Today for Sensory Time, we're going to make something fun to go along with our theme, Under the Sea. Have any of you been able to enjoy going to the ocean this summer? If not, well, today's your lucky day because we're going to bring the ocean right into your home. We're going to do a project that is fun for all ages, toddlers, preschool, grade school age children. We're going to make some sensory squish bags. We've got some simple squish bags, a little harder with some more items in the bag. And then we'll finish it off by making our ocean sensory bottle. This is always a good thing to have sit on your desk when you need to just calm your mind and look at something pretty. The items that we'll be using today to make our squish bags, along with our sensory bottle, are the following. Ziploc bags. Now you can decide how big of a bag you want. I have a smaller sandwich size bag. If you wanted to make a gallon size bag, squish bag, you can do that. I would not recommend the snack size bag, only because I think they're a little too small, and when you go to play with your squish bag, some of the contents on the inside could ooze out. So I'd say the smallest size that you should use would be the sandwich bag. Okay. We also have some silver and blue sequins, confetti, as well as glitter that is silver and blue. Now my family and I, we've always collected seashells when we've gone to the shore. So I have some shells that I'm going to add to one of the bag, but these are pretty big. So depending on the size bag you use, if you don't have shells that you've already collected, the craft store does sell these small little shells. These are also great to put into your sensory bottle, depending on how big of an opening the bottle is. See, they're very small, so they would fit in this size bottle. Speaking of bottle, you also need an empty bottle as well. Sand. Now I'm fortunate enough that in the backyard there's a sandbox, so I just grabbed some sand. If you're going to use sand that may be in a sandbox that you have at your house, really important, just check to make sure there's no critters in your sand. Because you know, sandboxes are outside, so sometimes there could be ants and other little buggies that are in it, and you don't want to bring those bugs inside your house. So just double check the sand that you use. And if you don't have sand, but you like to do sand projects, so maybe you have some of that cool colored sand, why not use the cool colored sand? I think that would make an awesome looking ocean bottle, having some rainbow colored sand as well. A measuring cup. I use the measuring cup and feel that a measuring cup is great because once you've scooped your sand, it's easier to pour in, and then you don't have to worry about the sand going everywhere. Scissors. Now if you have at home, you have some fish and aquatic animals, please use them. Pardon me, I'm just going to get this out of the way. Please use your aquatic figurines if you have any kind of aquatic figurines and you don't mind them getting a little messy. Don't worry, everything that we use can be washed off. But something that I found that I really like using, and then you don't have to worry about getting any of your sea creatures and aquatic toys messy, when I was at the craft store, I found these stickers. These are called pillow stickers, and what's great about them is that they're raised. So these pillow stickers make another great sensory tool when they're in the bag. Let me take them out of the plastic so you can take a closer look at what I'm talking about. So do you see how they're raised and they kind of feel a little squishy? So these are great. Now, please notice that they are stickers. So if you peel them off and then were to stick them into the bag, it will stick. So I'm going to tell you how we go around and avoid the stickers sticking in the bag. I also found some additional little pictures of aquatic life, and these I found in the scrapbooking section of the art store. And you see on the back they have these white sticky dots. So same thing, when it comes time to adding these to our squish bags, I'll tell you what to do to prevent getting them stuck in your Ziploc bag. Now, an additional item that we need is hair gel. And oh no, everyone, I seem to have left my hair gel. So you're all going to come with me and we're going to go get it. I always make sure that I have everything that I need put together on a tray, ready to go. So oops, I forgot the hair gel. So let's see where I may have left it. And now if you like this art project and you realize in the middle of doing one of these projects that, oh no, you can't find something, take a quick look around the house and let's see what else you could use to substitute. So what I was looking for was blue hair gel, which I left downstairs because I was making these before. So I had a sample to show you and I accidentally left it downstairs. But if you're somebody who doesn't use hair gel and you wouldn't have blue hair gel, I'm going to tell you another great tool to use would be blue dish soap. Or if you have shampoo, then you can use blue shampoo because it's a thicker substance. What's great about using blue hair gel is if you see, can you see that it looks like there's little bubbles that are already in the hair gel. And water has bubbles in it, especially when the fish are floating around. So now that we have our hair gel, we can continue. So we use the hair gel for our squish bags. We have the confetti and the sequins. We have our stickers of our fish, and we have our seashells. We have our sand. And let's begin. All right. So for our first squish bag, I'm going to make it really simple. And this is a great squish bag that is perfect for toddlers. And they can even help because there's not a lot of materials that are needed for the squish bag. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take an empty Ziploc bag and we're going to make our easy ocean squish bag. Open up the squish bag. One thing I may not have mentioned, I use a tray whenever I'm doing any kind of craft project, sensory project, anything. If you use a tray or the bottom of a box, put your supplies in it and work inside that, and then it's going to contain some of the mess, and then you'll have less to clean up. And I'm sure your mom and dad would be so happy and thankful that you have less to clean up because that means less for them to clean up. All right. hair gel. You're going to take your bottle. We're going to take off the lid. Now some bottles, whether, again, substitutes I said were blue dish soap or shampoo, sometimes there's a little piece of foil. If there's even a piece of foil on the hair gel, make sure that you pull it off. We're going to take that hair gel and we're going to squish about half of the hair gel into the bag. See? It's at the bottom of the bag. Now, I'm going to add to my squish bag some glitter and some confetti stars. Because the ocean is all different shades of blues and greens, I have all different color blues that I'm going to use. If you have, the one thing I don't have with me is green glitter up here. But if you want to add some green glitter to it to give the water that green hint to it, feel free. This is your project. Go for it. So I'm just going to take some stars and I'm going to put them right in. Let's see. I think I'll use these glitter squares that I have. And these are, again, all different shades of blue. Okay. And I'm going to sprinkle them right in. Alrighty. Next, even though that confetti that I used had 3 different shades of blue, I don't think there's any silver in it, so I'm going to grab some silver glitter. I'm going to open up the package. What I like about using these small packs of glitter and confetti is if I'm using a project that I know I'm going to need roughly this amount and I don't need a gigantic array of colors, then I don't have to buy a pack with multiple colors. I can just go and buy these little ones and then I'm done. And then it's all used up and you don't have to worry about any extra left over. Unless, of course, you like using glitter for a lot of projects, which I do, so don't worry, I have lots of glitter as well. Okay, I'm going to just sprinkle in some silver. I'm going to save the rest for the other projects that we're going to do today. I'm going to move some of this trash out of my way because I like to clean up as we go. Just makes it easier to know what I'm doing. All right, I also have some more confetti, and these are smaller stars. So I'm going to add some of these small stars, making sure I don't get any of these red stars stuck in it. Adding that to my squish bag. All right, so far, this is what the squish bag looks like. It has glitter and it has confetti in it. Now we're missing a key component to this ocean squish bag. What do you think it is? What lives in the ocean? That's right, we need some sea creatures or some plants to go into our squish bag. So I'm going to take these stickers, and remember that they're sticky on the back, so if I just pull them off of the plastic and stick them in the bag, they're going to stick on the bag. We don't want that for the squish bag. That's when our scissors come into play. So I'm going to cut around the items that I need, just like this. Now for any child who is not allowed to use scissors by themselves, please make sure that you ask for help from mom and dad. Now, can you see? I still have some of that plastic on, but I cut around the fish. Now, I'm going to place my fish into my bag. I really like this coral, so I'm going to cut around my coral. Okay, we're cutting around the coral, and I'm going to plop the coral, because you find that on the bottom of the ocean, into my bag. Let's see. Are there any specific animals that you all like? All right, let's do another fish. And these are nice and colorful. So we're going to cut around them as well. We're going to put the fish right into the bag. Alrighty, so now we have our gel, our glitter, our sequins, and our aquatic creatures in our bag. The next thing we do is we lay the bag flat on the tray. I'm going to start from the bottom, and I'm going to take the side of my hand, and I'm just going to move my hand up, trying to press the air out of the bag so I can then zip it closed. I'm going to pick the bag up, make sure that it's nice and tightly closed, and there you have your squish bag. Now when you play with it, especially for those of our friends who are younger, it may be better to put some tape. So I use this blue painter's tape, and all you would do is take some tape, the length of the bag, and just tape down the bag to the table or to your tray, and then you can squish all the objects in the bag, and you don't have to worry about the bag sliding around. Now if you make the simple squish bag, I'd love if you would take a picture and post it so I can see what your simple squish bag looks like. These are what my two simple squish bags look like. What about yours? Now we're going to move on to our beach squish bag. Our beach squish bag, the contents for this one is going to be the sand, the blue hair gel, some seashells, and some sea creatures. First thing we do, open up that bag. Second thing, I'm going to add half a cup of sand to my bag, and I'm just dumping it right into the bag, just like that. Now I'm going to add in to my bag the seashells. Can you see on the bottom that I have the big seashells, the little seashells? So I'm going to take my seashells and I'm going to place them right on top of the sand. Now again, you can use big, you can use small. These pillow stickers that I got also have seashells on them, so I'm going to use these as well, and I'm going to cut around the plastic, keeping the stickers attached to the plastic, and I'm just going to plop them right on top of the sand. And if you want, let's see, where are the rest of, turtles. There's a turtle. I'm going to place a turtle on top of the sand. And I think I already have an extra fish that is cut out. So I'll add a fish as well. Okay. If I can get my fish off of the tray. And now I'm going to take my hair gel and I'm going to squeeze the hair gel right on top of the bag with sand in it. All right, so I'm squeezing the blue hair gel on top of the sand and the seashells. And if you can get all right, there we go. If you can get all that hair gel out, fantastic. If you don't want to use all the hair gel because you need to use some for tomorrow, make sure that you save some hair gel in the bottle. Next, we're going to take just a little bit of glitter. I'm going to add a little bit of silver. And I'm going to add a little bit of blue. Now I have two different color blues, but I'm going to use this brighter blue because this darker blue is a little too close to the color of the hair gel. You're going to take the glitter and you're going to dump it in. And now we have a layer of sand, our seashells and our sea creatures, the hair gel, and then the glitter. We're going to do the same thing, and you're going to place that Ziploc bag onto the tray, taking the side of your hand, place it above where that gel was, and very slowly run your hand up towards the top of the Ziploc bag, letting all that air out. We're going to close it, lift it up, and just try to close that Ziploc bag. Again, making sure that it's locked in place. And there you go. And now you have your beach-themed squish bag with sand, seashells, and sea creatures. And can you find where the turtle went? The turtle's half hiding underneath that sand. And now we're up to our last sensory project, our sensory bottle. For the sensory bottle, you're going to need an empty bottle. If your bottle has a label, make sure that you remove the label. Trying to get all of the paper off. That way you can see through it. Open up your bottle. For the sensory bottle, we will be using sand, glitter and sequins. I'm going to use the little seashells, these little ones that I talked about and mentioned I got from the craft store. I'm going to use some of this blue confetti that I just spilled all over. You're going to need water. If you want to put some sea creatures in, you can. If you have glitter glue, blue glitter glue, you can use blue glitter glue. If you don't have blue glitter glue, but you have blue food coloring, use the blue food coloring. The first material that we're going to put in is going to be our sand. So I'm going to take the sand that I put in a paper cup, and I'm using a paper cup because it's easy to squeeze, and I'm going to fill the bottom of my bottle. And you can add as much or as little sand as you want. I'm just going to use everything that I have in this cup. All right. See, I added my sand. Next, I'm going to add some of my shells. Just putting these little shells right into the bottle. And there's no wrong or right amount. It's as many shells as you want. Then I'm going to add some of the confetti into it. And the reason that I'm using the confetti is it just gives it some color and something else to look at that will float and swirl around when you shake up your bottle. I think I'm going to add a little more of it. Okay. So I have so far, I have the sand, the seashells, and the confetti. The next thing I'm going to add is going to be water. I've put water in the measuring cup, and I'm just going to fill it about halfway. And now when you fill the water, the sand is going to be kicked up and float around, but it will settle. And then I'm going to take my silver glitter, and I'm going to add all of the silver glitter that I have left in my packet to my water bottle. I have my blue glitter. And now this would be where you'd add the glitter glue. If you're using blue glitter glue, then you don't need to add the regular glitter to it. You would just add the glitter glue and shake up the bottle. And to give it that blue hue, I'm going to use food coloring. I'm going to add 10 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to seal up the bottle nice and tight, and I'm just going to swirl the food coloring, the glitter around. I'm not shaking it up and down. I'm just letting it swirl around in a circle. And then I add more water, filling it all the way up to the top of my bottle. You're going to take your cap, you're going to seal up your bottle nice and tight. Now, if this is going to be a sensory bottle that you're going to keep and you're going to use, then take either a hot glue gun or glue, and you're going to put glue on the inside of the cap. You're going to seal up that cap, and you're going to let it dry before you shake up your sensory bottle. And there you have your ocean sensory bottle. Again, I would love to see the squish bags that you made. We had our simple squish bags, which are great for toddler ages. And then our preschool and school age, we added some additional materials such as the sand and the seashells to our second squish bag. And another thing with these squish bags, I had said that you could tape them down to the table or to the tray so they don't move around when you go to play with them. But you can also take, if you have that clear packing tape, it's that big thick tape, then what you can do is take a long strip. You're going to place it on one side and then fold it over. And you want to fold it where the Ziploc part is, and then that will also keep it sealed. And then our last project was our Under the Sea Ocean Sensory Bottle. I would love to see what all of your projects look like. So if you've decided to do the Under the Sea Sensory Squish Bags or sensory bottle, please snap a picture and don't forget to post it because we'd love to see what all of you are doing. Thank you so much for participating with Get Your Play Online, Sensory Time with me, Amanda. I look forward to getting to hang out with all of you again real soon. And don't forget to check out the rest of our Under the Sea Week activities. Take care and have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye.